Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, running around here for the last week, playing Medieval Dynasty here. Um, a few things I've noticed, and a few little tips here and there. So, while you can place your buildings facing any direction on the compass that you want, there is one thing that you have to take into account, and that is when you build a field. And the fields will run on the four compass points north, south, east, and west. So if you want to have roads going past your fields and be putting houses and barns and everything beside them, then when you go to place your field, align on a compass point like this. So right now I'm facing directly west. And if we take out my hammer and we go over here to farms, and we go field. Let's actually move over here a bit. And we place that there. You'll notice that it aligns itself north, south, east, west. So that line there is directly north, south. And then the other line over here on this side is directly east, west. So that is definitely something to take into account when you're planning your farms and your villages and everything. Uh, Especially the farms. The towns themselves, you can align them however you want, but if you're going to have little gardens in people's yards and stuff, beside or behind the house, then you're definitely going to want to align your houses uh, on the compass points so that you can put gardens behind them. Otherwise, like this house right now faces that way. So it's kind of west northwest. And if we try to put a garden beside this, we can't. It has to go out this way because the alignment on the house is completely different from the way that the field wants to align. Now, on the map, I am currently right here. Well, actually, I'm right here on this little island. And this is where I plan to build my village. So I've got a fishing hut here and a small house for my fisherman who is going to live out here on this little island. And it's a great little spot. There will be fishing all around here in the river. Um, and you'll notice over on the north side of the river here, we've got a lot of flat land over there to build on. So we've actually got this big island right here, this other small island, and then this big island, and then we've got the mainland over here, and there's a lot of flat ground over here. And over here on the south side, there's Pastovia, and we've got the swamp here and Clonica up there. So we've got a lot of flat ground along here. There's a great big area right here where I can build. It does rise back here, so we are kind of limited to how far back this way we can go. But I could build along the shore from this road all the way along here, probably over to about there. So my village could be spread out quite a bit along this river, and I keep pushing that button. But I also have that option of building on this side of the river as well, and there's a bridge right here. So I've got access to get over to the swamp and to get over to Clonica if I want. And then, of course, there's the bridge over here, which goes to Pastovia, and also this one here. This little swamp here is a great source of reeds and stuff for when we need to put roofs on most of our houses. There are some reeds along the river here that we can pick as well. And of course, in the swamp. So there's the south side over there, and like lots and lots of flat ground along here for me to build. Not so much up in the hills back there. Maybe down at the bottom of the hills here, we can build some stuff there, but down on this flat area here, we can build a lot there. We can put more buildings on this little island if we want, and then that island right there. We've got lots of room to put stuff here and on this island, and then these other two smaller islands here. So, no shortage of room to build down here in this area. The only thing that I've got to watch is my alignment for my fields. I haven't quite decided where my fields are going to go. Might put all my farming over here. That way it's closer to town and people can take stuff in there and sell it. And there's always the guy in the swamp there. We can sell some stuff to him too. And so I'm going to have a fisherman here. And I'm going to scout out this area on the end of this island here. See how the fishing is over there. And I might put another fisherman over here somewhere. Either here or here. And maybe put some crops in on that island as well. I am going to put a crop in on this island for this guy. Even though the town is mostly going to be over here and he's just got to, walk through the river to get stuff, I am going to put a small crop on that island for him for fruits and vegetables, just so that he doesn't have to go wading through the river here to get over there to get stuff. So, yeah. One other thing you might want to keep an eye out for is the abandoned buildings. So, when you go to build your village in an area like this, go around the whole area here and check for stuff like that. So, I've got an abandoned building right there. And then on this island, there's actually a chest right here. And a wooden shovel. Yeah, I'll take that wooden shovel. So we can use this chest, but it's permanent here. We can't get rid of that. So if I put a field in along there, then we can use this chest for storage for some stuff. And then, of course, we've got lots of reeds right there that we can pick for our roofs and stuff. Lots of trees back there. Lots of trees back over there that we can pull down. And what I'm going to do is, in the area, I'm going to try and map this out a little bit. And only cut down the trees that are going to be in the area where I'm going to build a house or some other structure. Other than that, in between houses, if I can get away with it, I am going to leave some trees standing, like, say, that tree right there. Build a house, and possibly even that tree. Cut down these ones, build a house over here, and build a house over here somewhere, and have those two trees in between those houses, just for aesthetic. It might look nice. They might appreciate having some trees next to their yard, or even in their yard. And same thing over here. Like, we've got a big open area right here, so we can put a lot of stuff there. A bunch of houses and possibly the marketplace and everything in that area. And then, we could put some houses back here by these trees and maybe leave some of them standing to be in people's yards. One's right along the shore here, like that poplar tree right there, or sorry, birch. I will probably leave that one standing, and then that one over there, and a couple that are like just right down on the shore. Just because, they look good there, and I may as well leave them there. That one right there can stay. But yeah, so that's just one or two things that I thought of while I was playing the game here today. And yeah, so over the next couple of days, I have Monday off. So I was thinking possibly um, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, uh, I might just come here and gather a bunch of resources off stream. And I was thinking I might live stream Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of how my village is going here and go through and build it because I've actually gotten quite a bit unlocked. So the handcrafting, not really worried about. But in the buildings, I've unlocked all 3 houses in here. I've unlocked all the buildings in extraction. I still have to unlock Fishing Hut 2 in fishing. In farming, I have Farm Shed 1 and Barn 1. And then, of course, the Field and Orchard. I still need to unlock these 2 here and that. Although, the windmill, that's going to be a tough one. That's 10,000 technology points I got to unlock. And I have 646. So the next one will be Barn 2 and then Barn 3. And then animal husbandry, I've got the hen house, the pigsty, the donkey shelter, and the goose house so far. Still need to get the stable, the fold, the cow shed, and the apiary. And then in production, I have workshop 1. I still need to unlock 2 and 3 here. And I'm not that close. I got 60.9 out of 250 for that one, and then 3,500 for that one. So that's going to take a bit to unlock. But in the settings for the game, I do have a bunch of stuff turned up, some stuff turned off, some stuff turned on, and then some settings cranked to the max. Just to unlock all this stuff so that I will be able to build an entire village as fast as I can. So, some people might call it cheating. I like to build. So, I do have a vanilla game that I am playing on Twitch on my stream. So, I've touched none of the settings in that game. And that one's going along fairly well. Don't have a whole lot unlocked in that one. Not like this one. This is kind of my little cheat game where I've just cranked everything to 11 and I'm trying to get everything as fast as I can. And it's progressing nicely. I do have to do some stuff in order to unlock stuff like Workshop 2 and 3, Smith 2 and 3, all 3 of the sewing huts, and then, of course, Kitchen 2 and the Tavern. And that was production. In the services, I've already unlocked the Builder's Hut, which is fantastic. That is one of the buildings that you really want to get unlocked, and place that almost in the center of your village, and then assign as many workers to that as you can, so that they go around and they maintain your houses and businesses and stuff so that you don't have to. And then, of course, there's the market. So market stalls, 2,500. I've got 60.9. And then in the storages, I've got storage 1 and 2. I need to unlock 3. I have food storage 1, but I still need to unlock 2 and 3 there. So 1,000 and 6,500, and I've got 646. And then that little guy right there is 10,000. But I've got 9,586.7 points into this one. So it's not going to take me too much longer, and I'll have Resource Storage Shed 3 done. And that's going to be a game changer right there. Because I want my village that I build here to be as big as I can. I want top tier of all the buildings that I've got when I build this village. So even though this is the simple hut right here, the first level, Uh, honestly, that's all my little fisherman needs. So this is fishing hut number 1. And then we've got our simple small house here for my fisherman. Well, there's going to be a fisherman in here. I might get him a wife. I don't know. And he's going to work right here. And he's going to be fishing this river. So his commute from home to work is literally going to be 20 steps, if that. And I will put some decorations and amenities inside his house and out here. And then when I build my village over there, I want to be putting in storage shed 3, barn 3, you know, top tier of everything. I do have the 3rd tier of house unlocked, which I'm going to put up for myself somewhere. I haven't quite decided where I'm going to put it yet. It is going to be slightly outside the village. It's not going to be anywhere near the abandoned place over there. There is a hill over there. I may build it up on top of that hill if I can. I'll have to check it and see whether or not that will actually work. Because back there, we do have some roads going past here, and the hill that I'm thinking of is actually right back here. It's either over here or over here. So we'll see how close it is to the road. I will need to branch off of these roads, this one, and probably this one, to come into my village in order for people to get around and to get over to Pistovia and Klonica and the swamp. Because, we might want to do some business with that guy in the swamp. He's a little sketchy, but, why not? So, yeah, that's the plan right now. I am going to go and gather a whole bunch of those trees out there right now. And stones and sticks. And I'm going to start building the plans for places. Now, because we can place down stuff like this, and you can lay down the ghost plan for all the buildings, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to look at that area and figure out exactly where my roads are going to go and where certain buildings are go and how they're going to be placed, and then start placing them like this so that it's just the ghost plan laid down, and then I can make adjustments to it without actually losing any resources, and then I'll start building. So that's what I'm going to do. And when I finally get some of this stuff all together and I've got an actual plan in place, then I'll come back here and I'll show you what I got. So until then, I'll catch you later.